I've been authentic all my life, no ending white rice. My mental is in strife, eternally I'm trife. My melanin resists the propaganda of my plight. Wealth on paper, so much royal remembrance when I write. Translate, incredible hope smash when I spit. And ain't no widow stopping me from grooming through my id. My sacrifice is sweat like a midsummer Eid. Your organs on the floor cause you keep raising up your needs. These youngins add a sir like I got shoes on my feet, like ain't no chicks in my mail, like I keep a sword in reach. Nights at the table here for queen past the mead.
That's insensitive.
No, it ain't. It's reality.
People get in trouble for that, man.
They do, but I just want to say pause so nobody know that ain't what I meant, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
You gotta put that disclaimer out. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. You can't drink Slurpee, man.
My fault. I'm done.
Come on, man. You gotta at least put the cup. All right, out the shot. There we go.
You got your joint all in my. I thought we were doing ad promo.
Oh, no promos.
Not yet.
Extraordinary niggas, man.
Episode 5, right?
Got some nice artwork.
I know. What you think about it?
That was nice, man.
Family, man.
She came through. You know what I mean?
You know, it's crazy. Like, them girls.
Chop my nose down. She had my nose big on that job.
The first one? Yeah. It's crazy because my family, man, they got some, I don't know where they get it from, but like 3 of my nieces, they got amazing talent. Amazing talent. Actually, 4 of them. Because my one of them is a singer, dancer.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, they're tight.
It's dope, man.
Yeah, so she did good. Well, y'all go see the artwork. Let us know what your thoughts are. It's already on Facebook.
She had my nose. I was a little like, come on,
she gave you hair, though. That was an exchange.
No. I didn't want it.
You know you want the hair?
The nose was huge.
Nah.
I looked like Gonzo on that jump.
I took a random picture. I don't know what picture. The one that could see her face. I sent it to her, and that's what she went with.
No, we good. You know what I mean, you had a good week, man. How was the week?
It was good. It was chilling. Work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the little comments about Janae.
Dr. Akbar, she out here doing major things, right?
I saw. You saw it today, though. That was interesting.
She, Dr. Akbar was out there on the front lines at a Masterman protest, right?
Black at Masterman, right?
Yeah.
That's the new thing, though. Black on the main line. I saw Black at GFS. I got caught up.
Listen.
I saw Black at Sanford. That's why I went to law school.
Listen, that Black at GFS joint, they smart, dog. I don't want no smoke with those kids.
Why?
Man.
What did they say? I just
read. They got a manifesto. I read that.
A Black manifesto?
Yo, listen.
Hold on, let me tell you.
GFS in trouble, bro.
That's Germantown Friends, right?
Germantown Friends. Yeah.
That's the one on Commuter, right? Right in Germantown.
Yeah.
Oh, God. They got manifesto, huh?
Listen,
Because they the Black
GFS
elite.
in trouble, dog. They talking about redistributing tax funds and.
Are you serious?
That they should have to because it's a nonprofit and whatever the arrangement, they don't pay property tax. So they talking about redistributing that into the neighborhood. They in trouble.
So they being serious when they join.
They listen. GFS raised their own worst enemy, bro.
But did they say a lot of bad stuff like the Black at Masterman? Like a lot of racist stuff?
I mean,
or was it more just like...
So part of it, right? So this is the thing. All of these schools, particularly high academic and private schools, where they're predominantly white.
Right.
So what happens is all the students, in the climate that's going on right now, all of the students have been like posting all of this.
Right.
But I think part of it is a little, it's like not 100% genuine because it's like.
You think they lies?
No, I think it's the truth.
Okay.
But I think it's like, all right, tell me the worst story you could tell me about your school.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
I mean, I think it's some legitimacy to it, and I understand that gripe. I just feel like, I don't know. You tell me. You have kids. When would you rather them face that scrutiny? Like when at what age? You know what I'm saying? Because I think you are somewhat short-sighted and held back if you don't see it until your 20s. If you don't see somebody question your academic, like somebody say to you, "Oh, you speak well," like if you don't get that before 18. You don't know how to take it, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's enough adversity in the world where it doesn't have to be racism, though.
That's life, dog. It ain't going nowhere.
It
ain't going nowhere. It's always going to be racism. Ethnocentric, whatever you want to call it. It's always going to be people think they better than you.
Yeah, but racism, nah. Systemic oppression in America.
I didn't say systemic oppression.
But that's what it is.
No, but what I'm saying, no, that's not what they're all claiming, because they all, for the most part, went to the school, got access to the school, and access to higher education. What they're complaining about is in that process they didn't get treated right or fairly. And I'm saying
for the fact that they're black.
Totally agree, but all I'm saying to you
is the definition of racism.
No, I didn't say racism. I said earlier racism. You said systemic oppression. There's two different things. You told me GFS, people at GFS were systemically oppressed.
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
How they systemically oppressed, dog? They go into one of the best schools in the country. And not only going to the best school in the country, they still get access to things that many people don't get access to.
So
now, are they treated fairly? No. Is there racism there? Yeah.
They're not treated fairly because they're black.
But that's not systemically oppressed.
That's racism.
So you don't get treated fair. Racism and systemically oppressed is two different things in my opinion. They're extreme. Oppression and racism is one extreme of the other. There's racism and then there's oppression.
I'll put them in the same. I'll go ahead and get in that same boat.
They're not the same boat. At least one. Put it away. If you want to say they're the same boat, racism is when you're in the bottom of the boat. When you chained up and locked. Systemic oppression is you on the top of the boat and you just can't ride with the other group.
If that systemic oppression is because you're black, then that's like it's the same.
No, you mixing apples and oranges, King. If you saying that the people went to GFS, what else? Haverford, all them schools, what's the joint called? Agnes Irwin, all them type schools. If you saying that them being there, they were systemically oppressed because they faced some racism, that's bullshit. That's not.
So if you say if one of those kids, super bright kid, they don't get considered for a AP honors class or something like that because they're black. So they get pushed to a different or a particular track. You don't think that's racism and systemic oppression?
I think that's racism. I don't think it's systemic oppression. I think the kid that goes to Benjamin Franklin High School and he has no opportunity to take AP classes because they don't offer him at the school because the school doesn't have the funding because they don't give shit to that school, and he can't go outside of his school because for whatever reason maybe he went to another bad school in middle school, so his grades aren't never shown that thing, and he doesn't do well in the PSSAs because he's not taught that type of information. That's systemic oppression.
I think we talking about the same thing though. You're just talking about a different example. I'm talking about one example. You're talking about two examples of the same.
I think we're talking about Kanye.
Two different branches of the same tree.
No, we're talking about Kanye versus my man Raheem, who lives at 19th and Lindley. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Kanye is not systemically oppressed. I don't know. I don't think there is 19th. It might be. But my point is, Kanye is not systemically oppressed. He encounters racism. But he's not systemically oppressed. Like me right now, I'm not where I am in my life, I'm not systemically oppressed. A lot of black people are. There's there. But thank God, I think I've been able to get out of that systemic oppression. Now, I have shit that I told you earlier.
I disagree. I don't think whatever level of achievement or money or access, I still think.
So what's my man name from HUD? What's the doctor that ran for president? What's his name? The black boy, the HUD, but whoever it is.
Herman Cain, right?
No, that's the other one. The one who almost won, not only one who now Trump is yeah. Is he systemically oppressed? He runs HUD. He's personally systemically oppressed?
Yes, I disagree.
I think the system is set up to systemically oppress him and other people.
Everybody.
But I think he may have maneuvered out of the systemic oppressed category.
There's no maneuvering out of it.
Yeah, it is, man.
No, it's not.
OJ, he maneuvered the hell out of that shit, didn't he?
No, he's crazy.
But look, he beat that case. No, that was maneuvering out of it.
He beat one case.
That was a major way.
Now look at OJ. Where he at?
He chilling
in his cell somewhere.
No, he out. He been out for a minute.
Right, exactly.
He down in Florida.
Exactly.
But they caught him on taxes and some other shit. My point is, he beat the systemic oppression. He beat the system. That's the concept of system not oppressing him. Now, was it designed to oppress him and others? Totally agree. But he beat the shit.
Listen. So anyway, right? We talking about those schools and stuff. So basically, those kids, they came up with a whole plan. They exposing the schools for their. Let's just go with racism.
Mm-hmm.
They exposing the schools for the racism at those places.
I think I heard they had their rally today. I was watching online, live. They were saying, I don't know if there's a charter. See, I'm everybody doesn't know I represent schools, so charter schools have a charter with the district where like they actually have to abide by certain rules. Now, I was always under the impression these like special select schools, like Girls High, ENS, they just set up by the district. But they were explaining like there may be a charter that they have to follow. So my point is, we might mention that to say if they have a charter, it would be interesting to see are they meeting the requirements. Because one of the things is are they serving enough minorities? And I heard right now, like they said,
so they did
like 20% maybe black or something like that.
So there's like a bunch of nerds,
right? No.
So one of the nerds put together a graph from like 1990 to now, and there is a decline in black students at Masterman.
And that's my point. So the question is, what can the district do about this shit? Because at the end of the day, if they're not meeting the charter, they can say, all right, you lose the special admit process, or are you going to mandate some other changes? You don't think so?
They're not touching Masterman.
I think they can. I think Masterman is one of those, like, it's a smart school, it's a good school, it's a very good school, but I think it doesn't have the allure of Central, the Girls High have. They won't touch those schools.
I think academically, Masterman is higher than both of those schools.
I know, but that's my point. I'm just talking about image. They won't touch Central. They won't touch Central, ever. I hate Central, but they won't touch it. I'm anti-Central, yes, all that. But they won't touch it. They won't touch Girls High. Like an ENS, a Masterman, some of those schools,
I'll put Masterman
above Central.
So I went to Central. I didn't make it long, but I went there.
I know.
From an academic standpoint, Masterman's tough.
But my thing is, and I know it's not our education discussion, but I really think high school don't matter, man. I think it doesn't matter that much. I think
what high school did you go to?
I went to Northeast.
That's why you don't think it matters.
What the hell does that mean?
That's why you don't think that.
What does that mean? I'm just saying, like, I think people put too much emphasis in what high school. So, like, the kids who want to go to Masterman, I gotta go to Masterman. Like, why? You can go to my sister, I'm sorry. She went to Lamberton, dog. Lamberton. They went to Howard, and now is studying some super physics bullshit. I don't know, some neuro super special, and she had a master's, a PhD at Northwestern. So I mean, like.
So this is the thing. I'm not looking at it from the standpoint of. I'm not looking at the outcome. I'm looking at the quality of life that you have while you're in the place. So,
I agree.
So all right, my kids they go to private school.
Yeah. Put it out there.
And my thing
how many?
Like,
3 of them. Do they give you a discount when you have 3? Like, is it like pay for 2, get one free?
Listen, you trying to mess up what I got.
I didn't put my school out there. I'm just wondering, do they give you like a buy 2, get 1 free type situation?
Listen. Apply. When you get there, you apply, and
I'm chill. I'm
gonna negotiate whatever you need.
I'm in a good school district. I'm gonna figure it out.
My thing is that I'm not trying to predict outcomes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my job is to impact the quality of life while I can. So I don't know. You know, there's no guarantees. So you see kids, so you do the best you can with what you have. And whatever the outcome is what the outcome is going to be. So I'm not saying that. I'm not going to say that high school doesn't matter. I'm going to say it does matter because if you give the best quality of life that you can give at the time.
But I don't think because particular high school.
For me, it's not about outcomes. So.
But it's somewhat is. But you're saying is that you can't predict the outcome. I mean, you're saying that just because the outcome comes out positive. That's not necessarily true for all situations in the high school, and I understand that.
And it don't mean that what happened in high school didn't matter.
What I'm saying to you is, I think the biggest issue for me in high schools is the ability to thrive. That's the thing. And you could be in a hood, and now, especially like now with charters and different things like that, you can be in a hood and still have a school that's in a not the best safe area, not a top ranking school, not all that shit, but you have the ability to thrive. So if you have that, I think it doesn't matter. Now you're right. If you're dealing with guns and violence in the school,
you ain't safe. If you ain't like
no, I'm agreeing with that. Then you don't have the ability to thrive. But I'm saying just because your school is not ranked in the top of the statistics of all that shit, I don't think it matters. That part don't matter. Now you being safe, I'm agreeing. Yes.
When you talk about access to resources,
I don't think that matters.
So you don't think access to resources
in high school?
You don't think exposure or access to resources?
I think exposure helps, and we talked before. I think the reason why exposure helps the most because you are comfortable. Like, it's better to be uncomfortable, I think, when you're younger. So, like, in my high school, I went to all white schools. When I went to Fox Chase, Wilson, all schools in the white neighborhoods. I was bussed out. So for me, I was uncomfortable a lot around white people at the beginning. And after a while, you just get used to it. So when I went to a PWI, when I went to Temple, went to Westchester, it wasn't that uncomfortable for me. So if somebody's not exposed to things, that I agree, when they go to, if they go to Harvard, they're going to be like, what the hell? Because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah, but a person, like some people, it don't matter where they're at.
What do you mean?
Some people could be in any environment. Like, you don't have to be exposed to like these all white spaces to first feel uncomfortable, and secondly to be able to thrive when you get to those all white spaces.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying it was a benefit for me. You said exposure, and I'm saying to you, I think.
So I don't mean exposure to white people,
but I think that's a benefit.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, when I say exposure, I mean, like...
Listen, you be going back and forth. I don't know what episode you talked about, we're only 16% of the population.
Right.
So don't you fucking think we need to be exposed to the other 80% in our lifetime?
It's going to happen.
Exactly. So that's, again, my point. So it should happen earlier.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
So it's going to make it difficult, I think, if it happens later in your life.
I'm going to tell you, for me, it did.
But you went to Central. That was exposure there. Whether you ended up there
for a year.
That's exposure. Whether you ended up there or not.
Yeah,
but
when I got there, it wasn't like, oh man, I'm around all these white people now, what to do?
But you don't think that. But when I'm telling you, I'm willing to bet there were circumstances that came about, whether it be around white people, around people looking at you, and you had to step outside your comfort zone.
Because even in Central, like, it's real cliquish.
Every school.
Every group hanging around each other, so...
I don't know. That's most high schools. I'm just saying I think it's beneficial. But exposure, as far as resources, me personally, in this day and age, a lot of things are online, a lot of opportunity. People know about, parents know about, you can research things. And you'll find, and also I think the district, at least Philadelphia, it does a good job of saying if your school doesn't have it, you can take place at another school that does have it. And they do a decent job of it now. Back before it wasn't. It was like if you went to this school, you stayed here forever. Like you can't leave, you can't do shit nowhere else. Now they do a better job. So me personally, I'm just saying, because I know that from my sister who went to Lamberton, went to other schools, did other things. She went to CCP. You can take advantage of things. So all I'm saying is, it's not that I'm saying it doesn't matter, but it's not as big.
You said it don't matter. All
right, maybe I'm overgeneralizing. My point is, it's not as critical as people think it is. I think high school, even undergrad, I think it's not as critical as people think it is. Then when you go to grad school, that's where it matters. Then undergrad, it's about doing the best. I tell you,
nothing matters until you get to grad school.
Professionally? Pretty much. It's about no. Hold on, let's clarify. Where you go doesn't matter. Now, how well you do, it does matter. I'm saying where you go. So if you go to BYU, Backyard University, but you come out number one in your class, they're gonna like you at Harvard, at Yale, at any other major law school or any other major med school because of that. Now, if you want to do well on the MCAT, SATs, and you didn't learn that at BYU or whatever school you went to, then they got classes and shit to pay for to learn the shit. But it don't matter.
Anyway, the kids at the school is protesting because of the racism.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and what you agree with that?
That is rape. Absolutely.
No, you agree with the protest?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, kids stepping up.
It's going to change.
I mean, so for me, it's two different. When you say change, is you create awareness and you change like the policy and all that. I don't know if they're gonna get that far. I know they're gonna create awareness, and they got people behind them that is supporting them. So I don't know.
We will always disagree on that, man. What good is awareness if you don't have to change after?
No, I'm not. No. So I want them to have teeth behind what they're doing.
Okay. But if they don't make the change, is it worth it? Was it worth it?
I mean, it probably was a great experience for them. They probably learned a lot.
But I think it's a lot of alumni, you know, say.
Right.
I think it's a lot of alums, let's say that, who are spearheading everything, and the one who's protesting. I mean, because think about it, the students are probably scared as shit. Like, students are scared to say, get rid of this principal. Like, I think it's a lot of alums.
Did you watch? I didn't watch. You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the little rally. It was interesting. It was about 40, 50 people or so. Nice turnout.
So that's kind of.
I had 2 cousins with the Masterman. No, 3 cousins with the Masterman. 2 went to graduated from high school. I would like to check them out, see if they had the same experiences.
All right. So what else made? All right. So this is the thing I know you. I
don't think they have a Black at Northeast page though.
You started.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think they have it.
Started. There you go. You could consult with Dr. Akbar. Y'all could put. You know what I mean?
Put together a change manifesto.
Right. So I know you just chomping at the bit right now.
What you mean?
Talk about
what?
Will and Jada.
Oh no, I'm not. Listen, I'm done off that.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. You done off it?
All with the whole. I mean, because.
That's not how you was acting.
I mean, we talked about last night your cookout, you know. So that was one thing. So it kind of like minimized it. But I mean, it's just so many people talking about it now that's like it's kind of dead. I mean, I just feel like there was a real conversation they had. I thought they was genuine. They are good actors, so it could be they were just acting. I don't know, but I thought it was genuine. And at the end of the day, you know, they own their shit. That's what's up. I mean, that's all I got. You want more?
Nah.
I mean, you want more? You're the one who don't like talking. You had a whole showing at the crib. I missed that part. But you had a showing. Y'all watched it. Y'all took notes. Y'all had a whole deliberation.
I was trying to be ready because I knew I was like, all right, he gonna come. We gonna record. He gonna be all in on this joint.
I said my piece last week about the polygyny and my issue with it. But again, that was mainly about how people were responding to their open relationship. But I mean, it's a lot of I don't know. It's just I just respect that. At the end of the day, like, if you think about black families, they the black family, right? Like, I don't know any black...
They are a black family.
I think they're the black family. It's Obama's and then it's them. And Obama is very, like, you don't know what's going on with their family no more. But it's like, like, who else is the black family that's in the spotlight that we can talk about? Please. Because that black as F, because you know about the cussing, that was trash.
I didn't see it.
That was trash. Horrible.
I never saw it.
Okay, but my point is...
Oh, the dude that wrote Blackish, right?
Yeah, him and do all that. That was
you watched Blackish?
I did at the beginning. It got whack.
Yeah?
It got corny. Yeah, it was okay.
I watched, like, some select episodes. Like, I watched the Juneteenth episode.
It was interesting, but I watched a few, but I didn't follow it. But my point is, who's the black family? Who's the black that you can point to and say, yo, that's the black family? Even my man did the song, I Want to Love Like Will and Jada. I'm just saying, like, so who's the black family?
Get into it.
What? I'm just saying. So my only point is, as the black family, because you know, black people always got, you know, as blacks, and we're gonna talk about this in a minute, I guess, when we talk to our topic. But there's always like a representative for the group. Like everyone has a representative for the group for us. Like think about it. Like they're like, oh, you could be that. Like that's. There's always that.
So you feel like Will and Jada is like.
I don't feel like that. I think people have put that as that's our family. That's the family. So my point is for them to be a family, the family in that spotlight, and they still simply put their shit out there and discussed it and didn't really, they beat around the bush a little bit, but they didn't try to sugarcoat or lie per se. I respect that. Because they could have lost that status. And they didn't seem like they was trying to chase that. So that was
I feel like they maybe didn't really have to address it though.
I think they had to. Because they're that family.
Oh, well, nah,
look at Jay-Z had to address his shit with Beyonce.
I don't even know. With the song.
But he had to address it. Because why? Because they're known as that young cousin. See, they don't have the family.
Yeah, but I know
5 years they might be when
like
Blue
Jada open with everything. So how can you be quiet with this?
And why are they open and everything? Because they're that family. She started Red Table Talk. She ain't known for that shit. No therapist, all that shit. But she started it. And I'm like, oh.
See, I look at it like like I bang with Will, not necessarily whole family type vibe.
What you mean?
Like I look to like Will is like that one of like that dude.
I agree. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I still pray sometimes.
So, yeah, I mean, like Will like that dude. I mean, like so I don't necessarily look at their family structure.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I don't. Will got into this whole since he's been on Facebook. I've heard or Instagram. He's like a therapist and all inspirational shit. I don't get into like all them people say them shits. I don't know. I never really found no one. Pretty much no. I can't think of anybody, but it might be somebody. So I won't lie. That I'm like, oh, I gotta like what they saying is, ooh, it touches me. I don't know. It don't move me like that. So I never got into him for that. I like his interviews because he say some real shit.
I think that's
no, but people watch his like speech. He has like talks and motivational speaks. I've never been that guy who watched them things. But my point is that I think part of what you say is correct. He has a platform, obviously, but he also now has tied it into his family with how Jaden and the other one, Willow, and how they've grown. He's kind of created as our family. Because even Willow kind of speaks like as a
I don't know.
They're weird, but they like a token of this whole new like our perfect example, which I disagree with, but the LGBTQ community, right? Willow and Jaden are like neck and neck as far as like
what is that called?
Being
androgynous.
Yeah, like basically being able to say like genders, fluid, and all that little shit, right? They are like now, and Will and Jada are like be yourselves and all. I don't agree with none of that shit, but my point is that's why they're the family.
Like people conservative.
They might be, but I'm just saying they're the family because of those shits, though. So, that's what it is. That's my take.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like it was just a situation. Will seemed like he was pissed off.
He was hurt. He was crying.
Was he? Yeah.
You see his eyes
in the video? I didn't see him crying.
No, but you see them eyes. You see all the memes. Have you seen all the memes now?
I did see some of the memes.
Yo, the memes is ruthless. Yo, there's a dub over. They first got the one where it turned into a song, entanglement, whatever.
Yeah.
Then they got another joke with the Jamaican patois. Oh my God! You gotta watch the Jamaican patois.
That Jamaican hashtag that I don't really.
No, you just get the Ghana hashtag, right?
So the real topic we supposed to be kind of getting to is we're supposed to be talking about like black businesses, right?
BB, black businesses.
So
BOB, black owned businesses.
So they had this blackout.
Correct.
Last week.
July 7th.
July 7th, they had a blackout, and so I guess the agenda was for people to buy only black and nothing else for that day. So they came up with these numbers that said how much black spending is.
Did your family do it?
My wife did.
She did?
Yeah.
She teach black businesses?
Yeah.
She ain't spend nowhere else?
I didn't see any Amazon boxes come that day.
No came that day.
So I went looking like, all right, let's see what this is about, right?
Afterwards or before?
Well, both.
Okay.
I went and tried to find some more.
It was a nice amount. Like, all right, I found out about this maybe May, June, definitely after George Floyd died, about a week or two later. And I was like, it was corny because it was so long after. Like, why would you wait a month or almost 2 months later? But I wanted to support it because I was like, look, let's see, as I told you, I said on the show, let's see what the impact can be. My only thing is I still haven't been able to find nothing that shows what the impact was. That's my problem.
I mean, I've been trying to find like what's the overall goal, how to track it, like all of these. You know what I mean? Like just like what does it mean? Like what are you trying to do? You trying to say we spend how much? All right, so now what do you?
I think the goal was just to, like I said before, to see if we spent our money only with our own people, what that impact would be. But the problem is, did they have a good tracking system? Probably not. And I did read a couple articles where it said, I think it was Cleveland or somewhere in Ohio, somewhere in the Midwest, but Indiana, matter of fact, it was in Indiana. it was a couple of communities that said their businesses peaked up. So during that month, their businesses in that community peaked up. So I mean, it was on a micro level, you could see it, but macro maybe not. I don't know. You have to talk to black businesses in the area.
So I mean, you're a black business owner.
I am.
I've had several businesses.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I feel like when it comes to black businesses, you like support can't be your model. Like your model for success can't just be, all right, support me. I'm a black business, support me.
But do you think that's what they do? I think people, as a black business owner, I've now owned a business for 11 years, going on 12. I don't believe black businesses are like, support me because I'm black. I think black businesses are saying, hey, give me a shot and don't go run all over there before you even find out what I got to offer. I think that's what they're trying to say. That sounds way longer. Somebody might say support me because I'm black, but I don't think that's what they're asking. Because I know a lot of, in my practice as a law firm, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of money, so I got to support young upstart companies. And when you support young upstart companies, you go to your network. Well, I know a lot of black people. So if I ask my network who can do this, and it's a black person, I give them a shot. So I don't think they're out there saying support me because I'm black. I really don't. I think that's a misnomer in my opinion. The misconception.
I mean, I see a lot of it though. I see a lot of like support me, but when it comes to the quality of what we doing and stuff like that, sometimes it's just.
But those are two different issues though. Like I agree, quality can be an issue, but I'm saying I don't believe very few people are out there as their main quote unquote pitch is support me because I'm black. Is it some? Yes. But just as much as your cousin gonna say support me, yo, you my cousin. It's the same shit. I mean, you're black. My point is, if you, all right, when I was a young boy, right, 1920, I worked for Cutco. I was selling the knives, right? Who you go to? You go to your friends and family. I say, yo, can you let me show you this? Because I'm your cousin, I'm your uncle, I'm your nephew. Take a look. So I think if a black person saying to another black person, that's the reason why, but that's not their only pitch. They're saying it to you because you're black. And they're like, this is our commonality. Support me, give me a shot. Now the question is, how many people say that and then do shitty work? In your experience.
So
in your experience.
This is not an airing out of like black business.
No, but I'm just saying because my only reason I'm asking that, hold on. The only reason I'm asking that is because if that's their pitch and then they do shitty work, my question was going to be if they didn't have that pitch and they just had, hey, I'm doing XYZ, and then they did shitty work, would your perception be different? That's my point.
I mean,
like if I came to you and say, yo, I'm a top-notch lawyer, dog, here's what I do, support me, right? And then you may have got versus if I came, yo, I'm
not going to like be like, yo, boy was trash just because you're black. I'm gonna just be like, you trash because you was trash.
But what I'm saying, does it make your impression different? Is what I'm saying.
No.
To me, it would. It would for me.
To me, like it's just not quality.
I might feel different if somebody approached me on some, I'm black-owned business, support me, and I don't get a lot of that. To be honest with you, I can't think of too many times somebody said it to me. But if somebody said that to me, and then I support them, and then it was trash, it's like, yo, I only supported you because you was black, and you did me wrong. That's like your cousin. If your cousin comes and say, yo, man, come give me a play, and then he stick, you're like, you my damn cousin, you could at least look out for me.
I mean, like.
That's how I look at it.
Like, I get it. Then sometimes the other problem is, so I come to you. There's an issue, and I try to give you a chance to correct that issue.
And then what they're like? How'd that turn out?
How I'm giving you the feedback. Like, some people can't take that kind of feedback.
I mean, I agree, but I think black-owned businesses get a bad rap, man. And as an owner of one, I'm just saying, like, I think we get a bad rap. Like, the minute we mess up, it's like, oh, hell no, you didn't, you did. We get a bad rap, man. A perfect example, let me give a real quick example. I was looking to somebody do my patio in the backyard, right? I've called 5 different contractors, at least 5. One was black owned. 4 of them took the phone call, I'm going to send you a sketch, and never heard back from them. Am I going to say they're bad businesses?
Nah, man.
But people, if they were black, That's the tip
I
you
just want to be
get.
clear. I'm a huge supporter of black business. I am. No. I mean, I just think sometimes people in general. So I do think that the call to support specifically for black businesses kind of puts being black at the forefront instead of being a person, right? Because like you said, so you like, yo, support me, I mean, black owned business. You see what I'm saying? Where it's just, okay, if I support you because I found you somewhere or something like that, you see what I'm saying? Like, but when you put that at the forefront, I think sometimes we do a disservice to ourselves about that.
Why is it a disservice to ourselves? But you do a disservice to your quality of your work because you say you start with that?
No. We do a disservice to ourselves by putting putting the black part first, because mentally you're not going into it like you're dealing with another human being. You know what I mean? Like another business.
Okay.
So
you're going into it like, I'm looking out for you.
I'm looking out for this black business.
And that's exactly my point. I mean, so that's my point. I think black businesses, where they struggle with is their pitch. But I also think here's a big part that people don't think about. What is the difference between a business and a hustle? Because a lot of niggas got hustles, but they don't have businesses.
I agree. So a lot of people can produce a particular product, but that doesn't mean that they're like have a good business or something like that.
Agreed. And you got to understand that when you're dealing with them, based on your price point.
Right.
If you're working with somebody and you know I'm going out there to get in the market, and you know the market charges you X for this product, and you've been to 2 people, 3 people, and now you go to a dude who got the hustle, and he charging you Y, and you're like, oh shit, that's a deal. It's coming with stuff.
Let me ask you something.
What's up?
You ever get a fish sandwich from a black restaurant?
Yeah.
Why they gotta put the whole bag of white in between them 2 little pieces of bread?
That makes it good.
Dog.
What you want, like one skimpy ass?
I'm just saying, like the whole bag of white, like it's like 9 pieces of fish.
Yo, you anti, man.
Nah,
let me ask you a question.
I can't even eat it like a sandwich, bro.
But that's part of the allure
of a fish sandwich.
It's like it's packed in. It's like, yo, listen, we in a society when you go to Burger King, you go to all these places where they the bigger the better, right? So they gotta compete.
The whole bag.
What do you want from them? That's all I'm saying.
No, so I mean, I just think it's.
So what is your experience? Tell us if you're not anti, because I can go from
anti what? Black business?
Yeah. So what's your experience? What do you think? Where do you think? Like, I do agree with you. And when we support black-owned business, is that like? Almost the question is, I always have a question: are we obligated to support them? Do we have to support them?
So I think that.
And I think that's a good question.
So I think that it's not like I think we should support black business, but I think black businesses should try to set themselves up where it's not just about support from the black community, right? Because if you understand like money, and not like I'm some crazy finance dude, but wealth comes from bringing outside money, right? So I think the supporting black business is a necessary step in making our economy better as a community. But it can't, just like what's the thing they got now? The Susu gift and will.
I'm about to get one of them joints. 500 for stacks.
Listen, but think about it, right?
500 for stacks in a month.
Listen, I'm good, bro.
I got 500.
I'm good.
4 stacks in a month.
But this is the thing, right? How does it continue to make money?
You gotta get more people in there.
You got to bring people from the outside. So I think that supporting black business is a necessary step, but it can't just be it. And it could provide relief, but it's temporary.
My thing is this, and I'll say this, and this might be unpopular opinion, but I do not believe in this day and age, in 2020, that supporting black businesses is betterment of our community. I just don't believe it. Because a lot of black businesses, I know black lawyers, black doctors, whomever, live on the main line, their whole family is not connected to a black community, So you put money in their pocket, it don't really benefit the black community because they're not circling that dollar. Now, what I do know, and the reason why I say my business I think is a little different, is it does support black people. So theoretically, like my kids can eat. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody supports my business, then it's allowed me to pay for my kid, who can grow up and hopefully go to a good school and have alleged oppression in the GFS or be oppressed in the #1 school in the state. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to afford those things for my children.
Barack Obama president, everything all right, boss.
No, Obama don't say everything all right.
But what I'm saying, that's the same. Like, all right, you at GFS, so you think Barack is well, you know, all right.
He is black. Don't go there, bro. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I think supporting black businesses does support your people. So if those people who are running those companies have black families and raise black kids, then it supports them. And hopefully those black kids can help keep supporting our cause. But there isn't a community anymore, in my opinion. Well, I won't say anymore, but most places. Atlanta has one, DC has one. You know, go to DC, PG County, and everybody talk that shit. Not a black community, meaning like a specific location, no. Like we have a black people in Philadelphia, but I don't think there's a community here that you say.
How do you define? I mean, it's whole neighborhoods now. Like when you say community, like
when I say community, what I'm referring to is as you escape. When I say black community, I'm thinking about a geographic location, one, and two, I'm talking about resources in those geographic locations. So yeah, we have black communities in Philadelphia all over, but they don't have resources. So they don't have a lot of business corridors. They don't have a lot of business things in that place where.
I disagree. 52nd Street, 60th Street, UMM, like you don't.
That's not black.
What?
15th and Christian ain't black.
It
ain't black no more.
All right. But there are.
You have some.
Lancaster Avenue.
And they ain't black no more. You can take that off. It used to be. It changed.
From 40th and above is black.
And above, probably 43rd, maybe it's an above, but not 40th. And 43rd to 46 is only. That's it. Probably like 3 blocks. Yeah,
you talking about commercial or?
Yeah, commercial. No, I'm saying the commercial area from probably like 38th to 42nd is still like it's very gentrified. Now when you start going like 42nd, 43rd, maybe ish, and then you go up to like 46th, yeah. But that's 3 blocks. I'm not saying there's no black businesses in those communities. I'm not disagreeing with that. And there are probably 3 or 4 in Philadelphia. But what I'm saying is, if I go support this plumber, right, my plumber lives in Elkins Park. Mm-hmm. That's my plumber, right? If I support him or my guy who does carpets and my flooring for my properties, he lived in, I don't know, somewhere else in Cheltenham. I can't remember. If I support them too, how is it helping the black community?
Yeah, but, I mean...
In my opinion, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's because you live in Elkins Park.
I don't live in Elkins Park. I live in Winco.
But when you talk about that dude that has 5 properties in Southwest Philadelphia, and he's paying somebody to do the floors in those properties, you don't think that helps the black community?
I agree. But if he bought Mariano to do his plumbing, I don't think that's hurting the black community. Now, if he brought in Rashid to do his plumbing, if Rashid lives in that community, yes, but I don't think we're a community enough to say that. Like, there's some parts of Atlanta, like DC is a good example. PG County, right? They all love that ish. PG County is majority black.
Right. So
you can go parts where you can get everything just from PG, your food, your supermarket, all the shits, right? Who's shopping in the hood? One thing about the blackout, I couldn't find no black supermarkets. And the closest is the Browns.
The Dominican.
No, they ain't black. The Browns is the closest one. People think they black.
Dominican probably ain't black.
They ain't black, bro. You go Obama ain't black, but you go include the Dominican. But the Brown, everybody think the Brown shop rights is black, but nobody realizes he's more white. So what I'm saying to you is, like, if you go to a community who has all those things, then I agree you're secure.
Yeah, but even that, like, so I heard you talk about that whole circulating dollar. I don't even like.
But we can't do that no more.
But I need studies done because I think it's bull crap.
You think it's bull?
Yeah, man, I think it's bull crap.
In this day and age, I think it's bull. But I think 30 years ago it wasn't. You go to New York, like, look at New York. 40, 50 years ago, we talking about 50 years ago, 1960, am I right? 60? No, 1970. Okay, so in the 1960s, you look at Hell's Kitchen, you look at all those areas of New York, Spanish, they were all their community. Well, now it's so mixed. So my point is, you were circulating in those communities. Your lawyer, your doctor, your dentist, your teacher, all that shit. Now it's
yeah, but I think they would have. So even so people talk about Tulsa and all these places. I think that we would have found out that those like that the quote unquote buy black or support black. I think we would have found out that like we gotta expand beyond that because part of the economy is moving money from outside. Like like the money has to grow, and for the money to grow, you got to be able to go outside or just like the Susu.
I mean, I
what
agree.
Is it called? Blessing will.
I don't know what it's called. I just wait till I get my money.
You try to get 2 people.
Like, yeah, I got 2 people lined up, bro. I got them already lined up. I can put in this week, of course. I mean, I don't think the buying black is a problem. I think you should support black-owned businesses. But I think, for me, when I support them, it's because do you have a cause? Not cause, I won't say that. But do you, as a black-owned business, am I supporting you who's raising other black people who are going to be in the same like-minded? But if I'm not going to support a black business who, I'm sorry to say, is living in a neighborhood that don't care nothing about black people. Is that a company that doesn't want to support me or support other people of black? I mean, I'm not going to do that. To me, and I think that's what I look at. So I look at commonalities.
But you support other businesses that don't have nothing to do with it.
But I don't go out my way.
But you do it though.
I mean, in theory, yeah.
I don't think it's a way really to get around it.
I mean, but again, when I'm talking about black-owned businesses, for me, I'm thinking about business to business. As a personal consumer, I'm like about whatever I like, wherever I can get it. But as a business to business, I'm thinking about black-owned, yes. Me personally. And also I'm thinking about cheaper as a business. So if I'm looking for, I don't know, like a perfect example, I represent schools and need a security guard. They need a security company. I'm thinking about black-owned businesses I know that can provide that service. Now, they got to be good. They got to have good quality. And then I found them and I put them in Connect and it worked. So for me, I'm always thinking about in a business to business, how do I tie other black businesses? Because again, unfortunately, or I don't know, we call it selfishly or whatever, as a lawyer representing those businesses, it helps my clientele.
So how do you feel about like as far as from a black business standpoint? Like the professional development piece.
I mean, I think if it's a hustle or a business, and I think everyone running out there like they got a business, but they actually got a hustle.
Right.
And if you have a business, I think you have to put the time and the dedication into your business, and that part of it is personal development, professionalism, being able to do things on time, all that stuff. But I think there's another part of it where if it's a hustle, people got to know this is your effing hustle. So I'm not going to expect the top notch. I might expect the no call, no show, like because it's a hustle.
I mean, people be looking for that hustle, dude.
But that's my point. And if you don't show up, you're like, damn, I got to catch him next week. But I'm gonna stay out here to wait until he's available, and then he come knocking on your door. You're like, yeah, got him, right? But you ain't gonna say, damn, dog, you unprofessional, knowing that he cracked out every other day of the week because you ain't catch him.
Right.
So I'm just saying you gotta. I'm not saying lower your expectations, but I think if you're black or white, if it's just a hustle for you, I gotta understand that's just their hustle.
Man, some people, man, they be down on black business like
They
trash.
do. But
Like whenever they.
But I don't understand. I think it's an expectation level that you expect, because I've had people tell me as a black business that I'm not professional or why you didn't get back to me. Yo, you go. I can count in past 2 months alone, at least 5 people have told me that they was at big firms that never answered a phone call. I'm dealing with the receptionist. I'm dealing with this. They don't say you're unprofessional. They don't understand that's the part of the ground.
That's a result of the size. The size though versus.
No, it's a result of the importance you are as a client. I mean, be honest with you. If you're not going to pay their $300-something an hour, whether personal injury or whatever type of law, at the end of the day, they're going to put you on. It's about common sense. I'll let my secretary talk to you because I'm out here doing other stuff. So if I don't have that secretary, if I don't have that staffing, you might not get a call from me until once a week or once a month or whatever, because I'm running out there making money. So it's all about like people gotta understand for all businesses, and you know it. But as I tell people, my biggest capital is me. Like this makes me money. So if I'm not making money, I can't be sitting catering to you. Hey, how you doing? Is everything all right? It's not part of the damn business plan. It's just not. The part of the business plan is going out there fighting whatever you want me to fight.
No, I'll call a lawyer. I want to chat.
they want that.
Chat.
You ain't called me.
I want to explain to me.
Listen, but again, in the other firms, they charge you every time you pick up the phone. That meter running. And I ching, 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 ching. Every time that seconds go by, every time minutes go by, they clock you. Me, I'm not doing that. So all I'm saying is I think there has to be an understanding of the business and say, look, this person is, you got to relay or let go almost and not expect that hand-holding. People want their hand-holding when they go to black businesses. They want you to be the best.
Well, I think part of it is they expect something different sometimes.
Agreed.
Because a lot of times it is personal, right? It is somebody you know. It is like you said, your cousin. Like it is somebody.
That's true.
You know, it's funny. I was reading The Color of Money, right?
Okay.
It's about black banking and stuff.
See, you make me look stupid. You already mentioned books and shit you read and all that type of stuff. You all enlightened. I'm just like, huh?
So
I bought 3 books. I'm about to start reading. I don't know when I'm gonna get done. I'm gonna start.
So, but they were saying that a lot of black banks failed because they were supported by like churches and mutual aid societies. And when it came to when they moved from savings to like giving out loans and stuff, it was like giving out loans on the basis of that personal relationship,
right.
Not if you're just credit worthy. You know what I mean? So just in that business relationship, so that expectation a lot of times is going to be different because a lot of times it is like first-hand recommendation, second-hand somebody you know, somebody you've seen, somebody that listen to the same music as you, or So
I agree. I think if we're going to address or say what to start, me personally, because like my clientele, I've been in business 12 years. I ain't go too long, but we recovered over a couple $1 million in personal injury cases.
they go to commercial.
I know. Lower that shit. Not. I won't say that. Don't lower your expectations, but more so, make it realistic.
Have appropriate expectations.
There we go. Thank you. That's why you're here, bro.
Excellent. I mean, 5 is in the books, man.
5. That's it. 5, and then another 5, and a little break. You said, right?
We want 10.
10 and then a break.
10 and a break.
That'd be season 1.
I want a break.
Let's do 10, man. Rock it out. We gotta get a guest though. Next guest is my guest.
Is it gonna be your guest?
Yeah, I don't know when. Might tap that education
Is it
conversation.
gonna be Jamaican?
No, ain't. It might be a dude though, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right, man.
All right, extraordinary niggas.
Extraordinary niggas.
Your organs on the floor cause you keep raising up your deeds. These youngins add a sir like I got shoes on my feet, like ain't no chicks in my mail, like I keep a sword in reach. Nights at the table here for green past the mead. My woman hold my vision, you're in trouble if we breed. It was Athens in my ashes, my actions resemble Greece. No Apollo, just Michael B. Now I follow a different creed. My enzymes is energized through honey and black seed. My chakras getting charged by the chi that's in the breeze. Flyer than 100 wings, that's an angelic feat. Doors to different dimensions, keep Philly right on my keys. Open the fuck up. You a boss, then shut your grunts up. Real kings is present, your banner ain't